Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Fallkniven F1 Pro knife. Now this is how it comes in the box, guys. Keep in mind I have had this for quite a few months, so she's pretty well worn. I've done a lot of tests with it, and I guess this would be a very much long-term use review this. So I've got the knife itself. We've got a DC4 whetstone, so one side's diamond, the other side ceramic. We've got the sheath, and obviously this waterproof and shock resistant case. Now if you're unfamiliar with Fallkniven, a lot of people say Fallkniven, things like that, but Fallkniven in Swedish actually means folding knife. So I know that this isn't a folding knife, but I thought that may interest you, that little bit of trivia there. Now the Pro series differs from the standard series, so you can get the standard F1, S1 and A1, okay? And then you have the F1 Pro, S1 Pro and A1 Pro. The real difference between the F, the S and the A is just size difference, okay? Now on the Pro here, they've basically done a few upgrades from the standard F1 knife. So the laminated VG10 steel has been replaced with laminate cobalt steel. So it gives you that little bit better edge retention. It's also thicker for greater strength. Now the cross guard is stainless and permanently mounted to the tang. They've also refined the convex edge to improve cutting, and the Zytel sheath here is redesigned to also suit MOLLE attachment systems. Okay, so that's the upgrades that they've actually done with the Pro over the standard F1 model. Now the specs on the knife here, the overall length is 217 millimeters or 8.54 inches. We've got a drop point blade here. The blade length is 100 millimeters or 3.93 inches. Blade thickness, it's pretty thick, 5 millimeters or 0.2 of an inch. As I said, the steel on it is laminated cobalt, which is a premium steel. So edge retention, about 7 out of 10. Corrosion resistance, 7 out of 10. And ease of sharpening, about 5 out of 10. Now the handle is what they call thermo run. So basically it's a sturdy plastic with a rubber feel to it. So when I first picked this up, I honestly thought that it was rubber. But it feels really nice in the hand. You know, it's got a nice textured grip there, so you know when you sweat you just don't lose grip of it. Now overall weight 182 grams or 6.4 ounces. Now at the rear here you've got about 1/8 of an inch or about 3.1 millimeters of tang. Okay, so that's good if you want to crush things up out in the field. It's just an extra feature there. We've got the standard hole there for a lanyard if you wish to use one as well. Now overall this knife, look, I probably wouldn't recommend it for, you know, chopping up vegetables or something because she's pretty thick. Although you still could do it. This really is more of a survival knife, you know, out camping, hunting, all that sort of thing. So overall, look, pretty high quality. And guys, I've been using this for a few months now, hence why it looks so beat up. I've resharpened it. It takes an edge very nicely on those Nanowatt stones. So price of it here, $444.95. That's from Nebo Knives here in Australia. Now guys, keep in mind, look, they came to us offering a 10% discount, no strings attached for any viewers of the channel. So if you go to neboknives.com.au and throw in the discount code Ozzie10, OZZIE10, then basically you'll get 10% off. It'll bring it down to $400. So, you know, it's a pretty good deal. Now, it is made in Japan, however, designed in Sweden. So, you know, they really do stand behind it. I mean, you've got a lifetime warranty on the actual materials and the workmanship. Okay, so I doubt anything will ever go wrong with one of these. So I'll jump to a couple of clips here, guys, because I have used this extensively, as I say. So the first one is obviously cutting up a beast. So I'm just doing a bit of skinning with the knife, and I just found it really nicely balanced in general. If anything, I'd probably actually like to go up to the S1 Pro, which is 13 centimeter blade, over this F1, which is a 10 centimeter blade, you know, if this was one of my primary uses for the knife. Now cutting up things like rope was really easy because, you know, you could pretty much swing it almost like a chopper. It was, you know, it just had that weight and the thickness in it, and also the sharpness just to cut straight through rope. I also tried with cutting up hose, and it was just so easy because of the thickness of the blade. I can actually put a lot of force down on top of it and it just cuts straight through it like no problem whatsoever. But obviously the good reason for it being so thick is it's perfect for prying. So, you know, here where I'm actually using it, and I'm using a batten to push it through the other bit of timber here. Look, not a problem whatsoever. Once again, the only limitation is obviously your blade length. So if you wanted something a bit bigger, well, there's the S1 and the A1 Pro available. So yeah, overall guys, I got no complaints about it. It certainly stood up to the test of time, this knife. And I must admit, I'm really keen on actually getting the S1 or the A1 Pro now. So I don't think I've beat up a knife as much as I have with this, but you know, people rave about how good they are. And honestly, if you do buy one of these, they're just quality from the ground up. There's really been quite a lot of thought go into them, and they just make an overall good knife. So guys, look, we'll leave the review at that. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.